Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Casa de Neil, where I am about to fight a 1,500-point battle between my Knights and Harris's Orks. So the story that we've got going on here is that the Ork WAAAAGH descended upon this Knight world and started to rampage through the Manufactorum on this planet. And the Knights mobilized to defend their lands against this Xenos horde of flesh that was coming towards them. The Knights knew that they needed to gather some information from this location that was vital to the continuation of this world, and needed to prevent the Orks from getting that information, which would help them to further develop their weird machinations into reality. So much, yeah. Give them so much credit. The Orks are actually just here for scrap, and they think that all the bits of information that they gather will get them more scrap to make their Orky WAAAAGH even orkier. So that is the story that we got going on. We are going to be playing the Vital Intelligence mission from the chapter approved Grand Tournament pack. It's mission number 13, in case you cared. So it's Vital Intelligence. So there are 6 objectives on the table, 1 in each of our deployment zones, and it's a corner deployment. So 1 corner here and 1 corner there. And then there's 4 across the middle here as well. And essentially, if you control an objective at the end of your command phase, it stays under your control until it stays under your control until it's contested, or until your opponent takes control of it. So even if I control this one and these guys both run away, I still controlled this as long as I controlled it at the end of my command phase. And then for the primary mission, you actually score 5 points if you control 2 or more objectives. You score 5 points if you control 3 or more objectives, and you get 5 points if you control more objectives than your opponent. So slightly different there. A lot of them there are control 1, control 2, control more. This one's control 2, control 3, control more. So kind of cool to see that going on there. And we'll see how that goes with my 3 Knights. So as you will see soon enough. And then we chose our secondaries. So for secondaries, my opponent has chosen Titan Hunters. So he'll score 10 points if he kills 1 of my Knights. He'll score 12 points if he kills 2 of my Knights. And he'll score 15 points if he kills 3 of my Knights. He also has chosen Engage on All Fronts. So he'll score 2 points if he has units in 3 table quarters. And he'll score 3 points at the end of his turn if he has all 4 table quarters. And he also chose Raise the Banners, which is at the end of his movement phase. He can declare that he is raising a banner on an objective. If he does so, at the end of each subsequent command phase, he will score a point for each objective that has a banner raised. And a banner stays raised on an objective that he raised it on until I can control it. Until one of my guys controls it at the end of any phase. But at the end of his command phase, he'll score 1 point for that. And at the end of the game, he will score 1 point for each objective that has a banner raised upon it. I am going to choose, for my secondaries, Grind Them Down. So I will score 3 points at the end of each turn if more enemy units were killed than friendly units. I also chose Bring It Down, so I'll score 2 points for each enemy vehicle, because none of his vehicles are 11 or more wounds. He has 5 vehicles that all have 10 or less wounds, so they will score me 2 points each. And I think he has 5, so I can get a maximum of 10 from that. And then I chose Line Breaker, since all the other things I could choose did not seem like they were going to happen with 3 Knights. So I'm just going to have to try to run up there and try to get into his deployment zone. We'll see how that works. So, yeah, my opponent's okay with that. We'll see how I'm able to manage. So that is going to be it for the mission. That is going to be it for the story. And before we go any further, though, let's show you the 2 forces that are going to be fighting it out today. So for the Knights, I'll be running a super heavy detachment. Leading it off, we have a Knight Valiant. We have a Knight Gallant. And last but not least, we have a Knight Crusader. And for the Orks, you'll be running a battalion detachment. Leading it off, we have a Mega Boss and a Weird Boy. We have 3 10-man units of Grots. We have a Death Dread with a Scorcha and 2 Death Dread claws. We have a 10-man Tank Buster squad with a Bomb Squig. We have 4 trucks with big shooters. And last but not least, we have 3 5-man squads of Mega Knobs, all with kill saws. Despite the claws you see, they're all kill saws.
They believe that they're saws.
They think they're saws, therefore they are saws. All right, so deployment now for the Knights. My Gallant is over here on this side. My Valiant is in the middle. And then I have my Crusader over here on this side. Going over deployment for the Orks, we got a squad of Gretchen, or Grots, however you want to say it, the small things that get shoved into holes to fix their things.
Some say Gretchen.
Yeah, Grots, or some say Gretchen. We had this discussion. I was like, so what's Grots and Gretchen? What's the difference? He's like, you can use both of them. He's like, I think Gretchen might be multiples usually used, and if you have one, it's a Grot. But you can also have Grots, and you can also have a Gretchen. So who knows? Whatever. Grots, Gretchen. Yeah, if you know, leave in the comments if there's a difference between a Grot and a Gretchen. If not, they're there.
There's a difference between a Grot and a Snotling.
Yeah. What's the difference? What's the difference between a Grot and a Snotling?
Snotlings are to Grots as Grots are to boys.
Oh, okay. So Snotlings are to Grots as Grots are to boys. So Snotlings are like even lower than Grots.
They're the ones that get shot at the.
Oh, so they're the ones that are ammo. So they're the ones that are shock attack ammo. So okay, sounds good. We then have 3 of the trucks over here. Are they filled? What's inside of each of these?
Red tank busters.
These are tank buses in the red.
All 3
of the other ones are Mega Knobs, and then over here is the Mega Boss, which we know is Legends, but it's cool, so we're gonna do it anyway. And this one over here has the Weird Boy inside of it. We have another squad of Gretchen Grots, but not Snotlings. We have the Death Dread back over here. And then we have the other Grots / Gretchen over here. All right, so that is deployment. As of right now, nobody knows who's going first because it doesn't make a difference until we do the roll now. So here we go. Roll a 5 and a 3. So I will be going first because I feel like if I don't, I'm going to be in some serious trouble. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Knights here on turn 1. All right, movement for the Knights. My Gallant here advanced up this way. He has Land Strider, so he got plus 2 inches to that. Ended up going 18 inches. My Valiant moved up behind him over here. And then he moved up over on this side, my Crusader on this side. So I controlled this objective at the end of my command phase, which means that I control it. And I still control it since that's the way this mission works. And then I'm on top of this one and that one. So I'll have those ones for now. So we'll see how the rest of this goes. So we'll come back to you after with the shooting phase here for the Knights on turn 1. All right, starting off the shooting phase, my Knight Crusader here is going to fire his thermal cannon into the red truck. He's going to fire his Endless Fury, which is the upgraded Gatling cannon, into this other truck over here, and he's going to fire the Heavy Stubber into the Gretchen. So we'll start with the thermal cannon into the truck over here. So it's going to be heavy D6. I think I've got a shot. Let's see. 1 second. I'll find out how many shots I got. D6 shots. So it's going to be 3 shots. These are going to be hitting on 3s. So that's going to be 3 hits. And then 3s to wound on this. I think 3s. 1 second. Yep, 3s to wound. Oh, this is going to be 1 wound. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll one of those. That's going to be 2 wounds there. So it goes straight through the AP.
Ramshackle.
But Ramshackle now. So do you roll one? You do it first?
On a 6, I reduce the damage down to 1. So let's see what your damage is.
Okay. Yeah. So the first one is going to do 4, and the second one is going to do 4.
So it's both 4. So
yeah.
2 6s.
2 6s.
Nope.
So it's going to take 8 damage. All right, so now Endless Fury firing into the second one over there. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Each modified is 6. Counts as 2 hits. So we'll consider those 2 there, but not great, really. These are now Strength 6, Toughness 6, so looking for 4s to wound. That is pretty good there. So that's 3, 6, 7, 8. These are going to be AP -2. So he's looking for 6-up saves. Making one of them, and they're 2 damage apiece.
Ramshackles.
Ramshackles. Made one ramshackle.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It's dead.
Okay, it is dead. Does it explode? It does indeed explode. So I think it's just going to be the two trucks. So we'll do the red one here. D3 damage. Doing 3 damage. And the one over there doing 1 damage to that one. So that will take 1 damage. Does this one explode?
No.
It does not. Okay. So at least it didn't chain reaction. That would have been worse. So the 2 trucks are dead. We'll figure out the guys inside. We'll come back to you with that. All right, when the dust clears, all of the tank busters were fine, including the bomb squig, but 2 mega knobs twisted an ankle getting out of the truck and fell onto spiky metal bits.
Who does that?
Who does that? But that's where they are. Then we have the heavy stubber into the grots over here. 3 shots. That's going to be all hits. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP, 1 second. AP nada. 6 ups. Making 1, failing 1, so 1 dead. All right, so now shooting with the Valiant over here. The conflagration cannon is going to fire into that truck because it's the only one in range of him. Nothing's in range of my my harpoon. But then I'm going to shoot the shoulder-mounted cannons into his Death Dread, and I'm going to fire the one missile into him over there. So we're going to go with the conflagration cannon first. So it's 3d6 auto hits. Oh, baby, that's real good. All right, so it is into dense cover, but it wouldn't make a difference because it doesn't make a difference over there. So because it's auto hits, but these are going to be wounding on 3s because it's strength 7, toughness 6. Oh, that is real good there. All right, so that's going to be 6, 6, 9, 10, 11. 11 wounds. These are going to be 6 ups because it's AP -2. Getting 1, 2, 3, 4. Not bad. But these are 2 damage apiece, so ramshackle to see if they get down to 1. No, none there. So that's going to be, it's dead. Does it explode?
Please no.
No, it does not explode. Please no. And one guy twisted an ankle over here. And now into the Death Dread over here. It's going to be 4d3 shots with the 2 cannons. So it's going to be 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 shots. These are going to be hitting on 4s though because it's through dense terrain over there. So, hey, there were a couple hits there. That would have been hits. It would have been all hits, but instead getting that. It is going to be strength 7 again. So looking for 3s to wound. Alrighty. So that's going to be 5 wounds. 5 wounds that are AP -1.
4 up saves.
4 up saves.
All but 1.
2. Yeah, all but 2. So these are going to be D3 damage apiece. So the first one is 3. Oh, he doesn't have the ramshackle, so it doesn't make a difference. And 1, so 4 total damage onto him. And the Siegebreaker missile into the truck over there. That does hit with a 4. Strength 10, I believe. Yeah, strength 10, so it's going to be 3 to wound. No wound. I already used my reroll. That's it for shooting into the assault phase. My Knight Gallant is going to charge into his truck over here. I'm going to spend 2 CP for it because I spent on full tilt, which will allow him to charge there. These are now going to be looking. He's 10 inches. He needs a 10-inch charge, but because he has Line Strider, I'm going to need an 8-inch charge. Make it with the 8 right there. Perfect. All right, so my Knight Gallant is now going to attack into his truck over here. I'm going to have 5 attacks. These are going to be hitting on 3s because it's -1 to hit with the gauntlet. I'm going to be using the Thunderstrike gauntlet. I'm also House Crash, so I'll get to reroll failed hits since I charged. But it would only be 1 since 2s would have been hits before the -1 because of the gauntlet. And rerolls happen before modifiers now. So as of right now, that's just the way it works. So 5 attacks here, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1. So I don't get to reroll that 2. All right, so it's going to be 4 hits. D6. These are going to be strength a lot, so it's going to be wounding on 2s. That is going to be all wounds. These are going to be AP. More
than enough.
More than enough, I think. Yeah, Thunderstrike Gauntlet, AP -4.
So more than enough.
Yeah, so more than enough. So once you do your, just roll the 4. These are going to be, so 1 is going to go down to 1 because this is a ramshackle, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so ramshackle. So 1 is going to do 1 damage, and then I've got 3 that are doing, what is it? Come on. Oh, 6 damage. Oh, never mind. Okay. Yeah, never mind. It's dead. So I get to choose a unit because it's a vehicle that I killed with it. It says, well, I guess you can see if it's slain. Still, I can see roll to see if it explodes.
Yes.
It does explode. All right, we're gonna figure this out. Okay. All right, so in the explosion, they all were fine, but it did 1 mortal wound to two mortal wounds to me. It did killed 1 grot. It killed an entire Mega Knob because it did 3 mortal wounds to them and 3 mortal wounds to the Weird Boy. Then, because I killed it with a Thunderstrike Gauntlet, I'm going to throw the exploded corpse of it into his Mega Knobs over here. Why not? Because within 9, on a 4+, it'll do D3 mortal wounds. No mortal wounds, so I missed him. I guess because it exploded in my hand, I imagine is what happened. As I picked it up, it was just like, kaboom! And I was like, ow!
The driver's just like slamming the red button.
He's like, yeah, he's slamming the red button that says do not press. He's like, boom, 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 and explodes as he's being picked up in the air. All right, so we do have some leaderships. He did roll in this one, rolled a 2, so they're fine because they only lost 1. So he needed to roll leadership 4 there. So these guys lost 2.
So I need a 2 or less.
2 or less.
They're good.
They're good without super 1 there, and everyone else is fine, I think, right? They have to take leadership because they lost 3, right?
Yep, lead 7.
So lead 7 here. So no, on a 1, they're good to go. So everybody is standing strong. So pretty good turn there for the Knights, I would say. Although I think he's now prepared to really punch me. He's going to hit me back real hard. Going to hit me really hard. But at the end of the turn, I did kill 3 vehicles. 4 vehicles. Yes. Did I kill all 4? I killed all 4 trucks. Yep. So those trucks are now going to give me, that's going to be 8 points right there. So not bad for that. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Orks here on turn 1. All right, movement for the Orks here on turn 1. His dude bros over here advanced up onto the objective over here, and they are going to raise the banner. These guys moved up over this way. These are the Mega Knobs there, along with the boss and Mega Nara. Did they advance or did they just move? They advanced up over that way. I was like, that looks pretty far for those guys. Yeah. But they can do that because of the war boss there. They're going to be able to charge anyway. His Death Dread moved around over this way. These guys stayed over on here. Are they going to raise the banner, or do I have to, or if I'm within 3, does that stop them from raising the banner? How does that work? We're going to find that out. So there may be other banners being raised over here. Then these Mega Knobs over here moved up, so they have a 1-inch charge away from me over here. The Weird Boy moved back over this way. The Tank Busters moved around over this. Or did the Tank Busters move, or did they? They stood still. They stood still over here. These Mega Knobs moved up over this way, and these Grots advanced up over this way onto the objective as well. So that's going to be it for the movement phase for the Orks here on turn 1. We'll come back to you with the Psychic phase. All right, it's the Psychic phase. His Weird Boy here is going to cast the jump onto these boys over here. Looking for a 6. That goes off there. +1 because of
what is it? 6.
Oh, that's why it's 6. So it would have been okay. It's 7 to go off. He only needed a 6 because he had +1 because of all them boys around him over here. But these guys are now going to jump. And now he is going to get... Oh, I should have shown you. They jumped over there back onto that objective, taking it away from me, even though I held it because of my other reasons. Now they hold it because they're there. Sneaky gits. And they're in range always to shoot their stuffs. So now he is going to cast... what is it?
I should have done that in the opposite order.
Oh, whatever. Yeah. Probably. But anyway, he's going to put, what is it? Warpath? Warpath onto the Mega Knobs over here. Looking for a 7.
We're good.
Doesn't make a difference anyway. He sticks it with the 9. So now into the shooting phase. The Tank Busters are going to fire into my Knight Crusader over here, and they're also going to send their Bomb Squig to go take care of business as well.
Spent 2 on Mordaka.
Spent 2 CP on Mordaka, so that's auto hitting on 5s and 6s and exploding on 5s and 6s. So the rockets are firing.
5s and 6s, rerolling everything because you're a vehicle.
Yep, 5s and 6s rerolling everything because I'm a vehicle. Ooh, baby. That is not bad. And rerolling everything because I'm a vehicle. That one's cocked. Yeah.
3 extra hits.
Okay, that's not bad.
And then
that's all the hits. So you get 8 Daga, so we're going to come back with more dice. JK 7, so, but still, hitting on 5s and 6s.
And rerolling.
Rerolling everything because of vehicle.
Because Glory Hounds.
Ooh, baby. Oh, man,
That's what we do.
that is gross. So 13 hits on, what is it? 13 hits on like 10 dice here. These are going to be, what?
Strength 8.
Strength 8, toughness 8. So looking for 4s to wound.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. We'll come back to that. I didn't rotate my iron shields because I don't know why. I should have. Like, yeah, exactly. Also forgot. So it's going to be 6 5-up invul saves because I didn't rotate. And he doesn't have a special one. So here we go.
Rotating wouldn't have helped you.
Yeah, it wouldn't have helped. Well, no. I think I would have had 1. I would have saved 1. Oh man, that's brutal. So that's gonna be what is it? 6D.
It's flat 3.
Oh, flat. Flat 3. 18 damage. That one. Yeah, I felt that one. Oh boy. Another bomb squig is gonna get to go. Hitting on a 2. That's a hit. Strength again. 4 to wound. That's a wound.
-2.
-2. No, don't even make that one.
D6 damage.
D6 damage.
I'm
2
gonna
damage.
CP that.
Gonna spend a CP to reroll that.
Yeah!
6. Ah! How many points are these guys?
Like 180.
180 points. Just one-shotted my knight over here. Oh, that feels bad.
For what it's worth, he is dead.
Oh, he is dead. Oh, okay. Well, now I feel better that he has to die for that. All right. Yeah. So he's good. Does he explode? Let's find out. No, on a 3 he will not. He is just dead. And now the Death Dread is going to fire his Scorcha into, or heavy Scorcha into my knight over there. He's going to have 3 auto hits.
5s to wound.
5s to wound.
Nothing.
No wounds. And then the 9 grots are going to fire their pistols up at my lands, into my gallant over there.
2 hits.
2 hits, not bad. These are going to be looking for 6s to wound.
Horrible. They're BS4.
Sure.
1.
1 wound there, though. All right, there we go. That's how that works. All right, so that's going to be it for the shooting phase. Now my opponent is going to charge into me. We're going to start with the Mega Knives into my Valiant. I'm going to spend a CP to fire Overwatch. So we're going to go with the Conflagration Cannon first. So 3d6 auto hits. That is going to be 9, 10 hits. These are going to be looking for 3s to wound. That is, wow, real good. I'll take that. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wounds. AP, 1 second. All right, so 9 AP -2, 4-up saves. Oof, okay.
I passed 2 of them.
Passed 2 of them. They're 2 damage apiece, so that's going to kill 1
dead, 2 dead, 3 dead,
and 1 wound left on one of the guys there, which we will shoot the 2 twin meltas into him, because let's see if we can do it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do the harpoon first, because I think that would be hilarious. So the harpoon. No hit there. And then we got the twin meltas coming in over here. Oh, we do have a hit there.
Oof, 2.
2. That's a wound.
6 up.
6 up.
No.
So he will be dead as well.
Yep.
All right, and now his boss is going to charge on in. He needs a 7-inch charge. Yeah, he's got more than 1 wound. Oh, and these way in. That's going to be brutal.
Hey, rough.
And now the Death Dread is going to charge into my gallant over here.
He's in.
He's in. And the Mega Knives just need a 1-inch charge to get in. Oh, they're in. All right, we're going to start over here with the Mega Boss over here. He has, the Warlord trait gives him an additional, he has 4 base attacks, +1 attack for his Warlord trait, and +1 attack for Biggest Boss. So he's got, what is it? What kind of claw is that again?
The Killer Claw.
The Killer Claw over here. So he's going to have 6 attacks hitting on 2s.
All hits.
That's going to be all hits.
No extra hits.
No extra hits, because it would have been 6s would have had extra hits, but still not bad.
Goss.
Goss. And these are going to be 3s re-rolling. Re-rolling.
Into.
Okay,
4.
so 4 wounds there.
Kill Claw, I believe, is -3.
-3. If he's -4, I don't think I get a save.
Well, no, he has Iron Bulwark.
Yeah, Iron Bulwark gives him a 4+ against shooting.
-3.
-3, so he does get a 6-up save. So 4, you said?
Yes.
6-up serve! No fill faces there.
16 damage.
16 damage! Oof, I think I'm down to 12. Oof.
Kind of figured.
It was actually 12 damage, so I'm down to 16 because he's using, instead of brutal but cunning, he's using cunning.
Right.
He's using mine is right. So yeah, so he had it a little confused there, but it's all good. So down to 16. All right, so now I'm going to spend 2 CP to interrupt with my Gallon over here. I'm going to put 1 attack with the chainsword, with the Reaper chainsword, into his Death Dread over here, and I'm going to put Happy Feet into his Duzo there. So we're going to go over here with the 1 attack with the Reaper Chain Blade over into him, hitting on a 2. That's a hit. Wounding on a 2. That's a wound. AP -3, so 6 up save. No, he doesn't make it. So flat 6, he is dead. Does he explode?
He does not.
Does not explode. I'm surprised because you seem to have packed everything with Promethium today. And then 12 attacks with the Happy Feet over here, hitting on 2s. That is going to be all hits. Strength 8, toughness 4. So looking for 2s to wound. That's going to be all but 2 there. So that's going to be 10 wounds. These are going to be AP -2 because of the damn Happy Feet.
4 ups.
4 ups.
Failing 4, 6 of them.
Failing 7 of them. They're D3 damage apiece.
They're 3-win models.
So they're 3-win models. So we'll do the first one. Does 1. Second one does 2. So that's going to be a dead guy.
Yep.
Then we've got 1 and 2. So that's another dead guy. Then we got 3. Then we got 2, and then this one will kill another one.
Yep, leaving you with just 1.
Leaving him with his 1 Mega Knob over there.
Yep.
All right, so now my opponent is going to spend 1 CP for hit him harder for these guys over here. Or this guy. So he's got 4 attacks base, or he's got 3 attacks base, +1 because of Warpath, +1 because he's got 2 of the chainsaws. Here we go, Killosaws, that's right. Hitting on 3s.
4s because...
hitting on 4s because of the -1 because of the saws there.
1 extra hit,
but 1 extra hit because of Goss there. Nope, not meant to be.
3 sword.
So 3s to wound. That is going to be 3 wounds. AP -3. So he has, I gave him Sanctuary, so he's going to have a 5-up invul save over there. So 5 ups. Make 1 of them. So 2.
It's 3 damage apiece.
3 damage apiece? Oh, because of hit him harder gives him +1, so it's going to be 3 damage apiece. So he takes 6 wounds.
And T5 here.
All right, so now I am going to attack into him with my whatchamacallit? With my
Feet.
Boop, boop, boop. Yes, my feet. So now my warlord is attacking with his feet. 12 attacks into him. Hitting on 4s because he's a valiant and not a fun gallant over there. Okay. Got
took all the good dice.
3. Yeah, he took all my dice over there, killing all those guys. To be fair, that was fine. I'll kill them, but not great there. Rerolling everything because of being crashed. I forgot about that. I got charged. No one else missed anything, so... There we go. That's where the dice were. That makes up for it. T5.
3s.
So 3s. Okay. So that's going to be 3, 6, 7. 7 AP -2.
7 4-ups.
7 4-ups.
Alright, we failed 5 of them.
5 of them.
D3 damage apiece.
D3 apiece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's enough to kill him.
That is enough to kill him, so he is dead.
I'm going to spend 2 on Orks is never defeated.
Okay, now he's going to spend 2 CP on Orks is never defeated, which means he gets to attack me again before he goes away. Here we go. Okay.
Okay, and...
That's a hit, so that's going to be a bunch there.
And
these are strength. Wounded on 3s. Rerolling.
Fails.
Reroll that fail.
Oof.
No, so that's going to be 4. AP -3.
Yep.
Oh, with them, look at that! I think he's going to be alive. I'll take it. Woo! All right, so that's the end of the turn. We do have 1 leadership to test over here. He's got his knob over there.
He's good.
He's good to go. So that is going to be it for the Ork turn here. They did get 10 points for killing that 1 knight. And he put up, you've successfully raised a banner over there, so that will be coming in later. And he gets 2 points, 3 points for all fronts because he's got 1, 2, 4 points there. So four quarters there. So that's going to be 3 points for all fronts there. So we will come back to you with the movement phase for the Knights here on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Knights here on turn 2. My Valiant moved back over here 7 inches because he's in the second bracket. He fell back around over there. He's still in his first bracket, looking to get all up in his end over there. So I did control this objective at the end of my turn, so I will control it until my opponent jumps on it himself, and that's going to be it. So we will come back to you. I didn't score any primaries. I got 0 primaries because I didn't control... I controlled 1 objective, which was that one, and that doesn't make a difference because that's not going to get me. You have to control 2 to score any points in this one. So we will come back to you with the shooting phase for the Knights here on turn 2. All right, so now my Valiant is going to fire like pretty much everything into these guys except for his shoulder cannons. He's going to fire into his Gretchen over here, his Gretchen Grats into there. So let's start with the Gretchen Grats. Why not over there? So he's going to have 4 D3 shots. That's going to be pretty good there. So that's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9 shots. All right, so because I'm in the second profile, I'm going to hit on 4s. Oh, boy. At least I got 2. Strength 7, so 2s to wound. That is going to be 2 wounds. AP -1, so 2 dead grots over there. 2 dead grots. Now we're going to do the conflagration cannon to these guys over here. So that's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shots. All right, and these are going to be wounding on 3s, strength 7. So that's going to be 1,
6 dead.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dead tank busters. Now I'm going to shoot his harpoon cannon into these guys. That's not a hit. No, I will not. And then the melted nipples into them as well. Again, a couple hits there. I'll take that. That's going to be 3 dead, 3 more dead. And then he's going to fire his heavy stubber into the weird boy over there. That's going to be 3 hits. That's going to be 2 wounds. No AP.
That's dead weird boy.
Oh, he is 6 up safe? Oh, that weird boy is dead. And now my dude bro over here is going to charge in the charge phase into the grots and into the Mega Knob over here. So, no Overwatch coming. He's in. All right, so now my Gallant here is going to put 4 attacks into them with his Happy Feet, so it'll be 12 attacks. And then he's going to put 1 chainsword attack into his Mega Knob over there. So, Happy Feet first. Hitting on 2s. He's still top profile. Wounding on, or killing on 2s. That's going to be 10 wounds, so that's going to kill all dem grots. Yep. And then the 1 attack into his Mega Knob over there with the chainsword, hitting on 2. Rerolling because of Crast since he charged. Come on! All right, so now his Mega Knob over here is going to swing back at me here. So hitting on 4s because of the -1 to hit. Okay. That's going to be all hits. Not
4 hits.
Oh, 4 hits?
Oh,
that was the 3. Sorry, my bad. Then wounded on 3s.
3 wounds.
3 wounds? 2 wounds? 2 wounds. 5 up invul save because of Sanctuary. Whew, made neither of them. That's going to be 6 damage, isn't it? Oh no, the other one would have been the other thing. So it's, yeah, 2 damage apiece. So down to 11. Now my opponent's going to spend CP to fight again over here. Hitting on 4s. Yep. So getting 2 hits. 3s to wound.
2 wounds.
That's going to be 2 wounds. But I make 1 fail 1, so that's another 2 damage. All right, so that's going to be it for the Knight's turn here. We do have 1 morale test to take over here.
Actually, 2.
Oh, yeah, 2 tests, yeah. So he is going to run. And then those guys over there, they lost 2.
So I need a 1 or a 2 to pass.
1 or a 2 to pass.
That's
the 2 will pass. That'll do it. They're going to be brave little grots over there. They don't care that they got shot by cannons. Nobody cares.
They don't care that they just saw their boss get murdered.
Yeah, they don't care that their boss got murdered. So the thing was, he was on this objective, but after his command phase, so he doesn't maintain control of it at this point. So he doesn't have that one. But otherwise, I did score... No, I didn't score anything. I didn't score anything. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Orks here on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Orks here on turn 2. At the end of his command phase, my opponent did score 15 points because he controlled this objective. He controlled this objective. And this objective back over here. Where is it?
It's under your knight.
Oh, it's under my knight over there. So this objective back over here, my opponent controlled it at the end of his command phase last turn, which, according to the mission rules, state that you will still control that objective until your opponent controls that objective at the end of any phase. Because this guy survived over here, he was contesting it with me on that objective at the end of his command phase, which means that I never controlled it. So, because he controls it until I control it, he still had that, even though we were physically contesting it. He had the data terminal on lockdown. So now that because that points happened at the end of the command phase. So he had the points there. So he had that 3 objectives, which gives him 10 points and also gives 5 points because he controls more than me, since this is the only one that I control. Then in the movement phase, he did fall back. So technically he no longer controls that, but who cares now because
it's
until command phase. So he's good to go. He got the points and then he moved. These guys just kind of shuffled, hiding behind here because they control this regardless, and they've got the banner raised on there already. These guys moved up over this way, looking to make the charge into my knight, and these guys advanced, but rolled like a 1 or something, but still got them in range of this objective. They are going to raise the banners on this one and contest it. And so they control this one here, and this one over here they controlled at the end of the command phase, so they will he will control that until I step on it myself, which is a lot of movement for my knights that are hurting right now, so they're probably not going to get to those.
Yes.
So that is going to be it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. So we'll just come back to you straight with the charge phase. All right, so here goes. These guys are going to charge in here. They need a 7-inch charge to get in. Ooh, here we go. You're just going to roll. I would roll both because 3 is the lowest half of those. Oh, doesn't make it in. That's rough.
That sucks.
All right. Well, at least there was a 1 and a 2, so even if you'd only rolled the 1, regardless, the dice were not with you there. Better. Yeah. So that's it for the Dork turn. But he does score another point did raise the banner over here. It doesn't get the points because it's at the end of the command phase.
I get 2 points for all fronts.
It does get 2 points for all fronts because he's got people in 3 of the different areas there. So we will come back to you with so that's the end of turn 2, and we'll come back to you after movement phase for the knights here on turn 3. Alrighty, so end of the movement phase for the knights. I did control that one at the end of the command phase, so I did control it, and then I moved him up over this way, looking on both those guys and this guy over here. I also spent 1 CP for at the start of the turn to have him operate at top profile over there. He moved his 7 inches over this way, getting within 3 of this objective over here, and looking down the range of those guys. He's the only ones he can see. And that is going to be it. They also all healed 1, they both healed 1 wound. Because of being Quester Mechanicus and the new Oath Sworn thing that they have from War Engine. So from the Psychic Awakening book there. So they've got those abilities there. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so this guy over here is going to fire everything into the grots because it's the only thing he can do. It's only going to be his shoulder and the conflagration cannon. So the conflagration cannon is going to get 9, 10, 11 shots. Looking for 2s. Just rolled a 1-1, so now that squad is wiped. Oof, that was close. All right, so now into the charge phase. He's going to charge into both squads over here, and he'll make it with that. All right, so here we go. My knight over here is going to attack first, my gallant. He's going to put 3 attacks into them with his chainsword, and he's going to put 2 attacks into him with the chainsword. So we'll go into the 2-man squad first, hitting on 2s. Operating top profile, rerolling because of House Crast. That's going to be all hits. Wounding on 2s. That's going to be all wounds. AP minus something. 1 second. All right, he's got 3 5-up saves. Makes 2 of them, so 1 will be dead. You're going to spend a CP on that one? All right. No, so it's still going to be 1 dead. And then 2 on the other guy. That's going to be 2 hits. That's going to be 2 wounds. That's going to be 1 save, but that's not going to be enough to save him, so he will be dead.
Yeah.
All right, so now he is going to attack back into me over here, hitting on 4s.
3 hits.
3 hits.
Wounded on 3s.
Wounded on 3s. That is going to be 2 wounds.
-3.
AP -3. He's going to have his 5 up invul save because of Sanctuary. Not making either of those. That's going to be 4 damage down to 6. My opponent's going to spend 3 CP to fight again. Here we go.
That's all the CP I have left.
That's all the CP he's got left. Oh,
2
maybe
hits.
2 hits.
Not enough to kill you. 1 wound.
1 wound. No save though, so he's down to 4. All right, so that's going to be it for the Knight's turn here on turn 3. Was that turn 3? Yeah, turn 3. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Orks here on turn 3. All right, Ork movement phase. He stayed in combat like a brave Ork would, and they advanced up onto the objective over there, raising the banner. Or going to raise the banner, so it will be at the end of his turn there. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. No shooting phase. So we'll come back to you at the fight phase. All right, so now my Knight Gallant is going to be going first since I get to choose first since it's my turn. And I'm going to charge. I'm going to charge. I'm going to fight. Yeah, his turn, so I get to choose first. So it's going to go into his guy over there. 5 attacks hitting on 4s because I'm on the lowest profile with my 4 wounds left. Getting 2 hits. 2s to wound. Making those 2 wounds. Oh, no, not enough. He will be dead. All right, so that's going to be it for the Ork turn here. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Knights on turn 4. All right, movement phase for the Knights here. He moved his 7 inches up towards here. He advanced back over here after spending 1 CP to operate at top profile to get onto that objective. And then we are now going to go into just the shooting phase. He's going to fire his conflagration cannon into these guys. So that's going to be 8 hits. These are going to be wounded on 2s. That's going to be 1 non-wound, so 1 guy is left. And the shoulder cannons. So that's going to be 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hitting on 4s. All right, and then these are going to be wounding on 2s. Yeah, he did. All right, so that is going to be it for the Knight's turn here on turn 4. And the Orks are dead. But in 9th edition, that does not mean auto lose. So we are going to figure out the score, the points for the rest of this turn here. So we're going to play them out off camera because otherwise it's boring me just moving knights around. And we'll come back to you with a final score. All right, so we figured it out, played it out. I took off his other 2 banners on my turn 5 with my movement phase after only scoring. I scored 15 points on my turn, which is good. Which also meant that he scored no primaries on his turn 5. He scored 5 points on his turn 4, but no points on his turn 5 because of primary. And on turn 4, he had 2 banners left, so he got raised the banner for those 2 banners. And then at the end of his turn 5, he scored 1 banner for having it at the end of the command point of hand phase, and then he also scored another point for having it at the end of the game because I was not going to be able to get over to that turn 5. So then we added 10 points because we're all painted, we're all good.
Wouldn't be a bad if it weren't.
I wouldn't be on this channel if it wasn't. And at the end of the game, the Knights managed to get 57 points. The Orks managed 58 points. He won by 1 point. Oh, that's how you do it. The Orks don't care how many Orks die as long as they get their gubbins. They'll come back. Yeah, they'll probably just drop a rock onto them from space over here and call it good, and then send in the rest of the Mech boys to go pick up all the body parts and all that.
Fighting, so
Yeah, they enjoyed. Exactly, that's what it was. It was 1 point for having fun, which Orks always do. So yeah, there you go. That's how you get it. It's the Knights are very killy. Very killy and hard to kill themselves, except apparently if you have tank busters just shoot into the one guy, he goes kablooey real fast. But very killy, can really stick around like a really long time. But at the end of the day, they can't hold objectives. And I think that's where Knights are going to have trouble. And I think it might be worth spending CP to bring in back the loyal 40, the loyal 32 or something like that. Just to be able to get some objective holding. Because otherwise, You really can't take any secondaries that need you to do any of the actions just because you don't have the ability to, since you can't have a knight just sitting on an objective doing nothing for an entire turn. That's like that would have been a third of my army doing nothing for an entire turn, which is just hard. So, but yeah, that was fantastic. That was a ton of fun. It was brutal. I think it would have been even worse. I think you would have won by even more if you had made that 7-inch charge over there. It's like, man, it was killer. It was a really, really good, fun match. And, I didn't get any points for line breaker. But honestly, I don't know what objective I could have taken that would have allowed me to get anything at that point. Because I think, just looking at it, it's like grind them down, I think was the best bet for me. Because I got like 3 points for every turn that you were still there. So you dying as fast as you did kept me from maxing out grind them down. And then bring them down 10 points was pretty good. I think the other ones, I just wouldn't have been able to get it. So I think Knights struggle on picking objectives, and I think they struggle on holding primaries and stuff like that. So a brutal game, but a ton of fun nonetheless. Lots of killing back and forth, and a good time. So I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. I certainly have. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. My opponent's been Harris, and until next time, have fun and stay safe.